Look, when a woman grows older or becomes widowed, society often assumes that her inner desires have disappeared. But the truth is different. The heart does not understand age. The heart responds to circumstances. Today, we will talk about a subject that most people prefer to avoid because it is not only about desire, but also about pain, silence, and deep emotions that remain unspoken. When an older or widowed woman feels attracted to a man, she does not show it openly. Her gestures are not dramatic. Her voice does not rise. Everything about her becomes quieter and deeper because it is a feeling that is not expressed through words, but through the beating of the heart. She feels it, but she cannot say it. She wants to express herself, but society does not give her the space to do so. That is why her signals are subtle, restrained, and deeply emotional. And yes, these signals do not appear with just anyone. They only emerge when she truly feels that a man is worthy of trust. But before understanding these signs, it is important to understand something first. You cannot recognize the truth behind her gestures if you do not understand the weight she carries inside, her fear, her silence, and her inner struggle. Because being widowed or growing older is not just a condition, it is an emotional storm. When a woman loses her life partner, she does not lose only a person. She loses her future, her dreams, her support system, and even part of her identity. On the outside, she may appear strong, but inside, she lives with a deep loneliness. And the most painful part is that society often does not even acknowledge that loneliness. It tells her, your life is over. You no longer have the right to be happy. Stay silent. But remember, the heart belongs to the human being, not to society. And wherever the heart is still alive, feelings remain alive as well. Now we will talk about 5 silent yet powerful signs that these women express without saying a single word. If you can understand them, you will realize that every human being needs the same things: love, belonging, and companionship. When an older or widowed woman begins to feel something for someone again, she does not express her love directly. She feels it with uncertainty, chooses carefully, and tries to suppress her emotions as much as possible. She struggles within herself and tries to convince herself with logic. But the truth is that love cannot be stopped. It is a voice that cannot be silenced. When her heart slowly and quietly begins to feel drawn toward a man, a series of questions starts echoing inside her. What will people say? What will others think? Do I deserve to love again? Am I being disloyal to my past? Will this man understand me, listen to me, truly feel me? And in the middle of all these doubts, her signals begin to appear little by little. The first sign is a change in her eyes. When an older or widowed woman sincerely begins to love a man, her eyes are the first thing to reveal it. The eyes tell the story of the heart. They do not lie, and in her case, even less so. If she begins to feel something for you, she pauses for a moment when she sees you. She smiles softly, reflects for an instant, and becomes a little nervous. She wants you to look at her, but she fears being misunderstood. When you are in front of her, she watches you silently. Sometimes she looks for sincerity in your eyes, other times familiarity in your face. She struggles to maintain eye contact, but deep down she wants you to look into her eyes. Because she is not only seeing you, she is feeling you. And when a woman looks at you with emotion in her eyes, it means you have begun to occupy a place in her heart. Another sign is that your words begin to affect her emotionally. When an older or widowed woman starts to feel something for a man, the way she speaks changes. She listens carefully to everything you say. Even a simple word can become an emotional connection for her. She asks you, "How are you? You look tired. Is everything okay? Is something bothering you?" On the surface, these questions may seem small, but for her, they represent emotional investment. When she starts to feel something for you, her tone becomes softer, her voice warmer, and her words reflect an affection that she does not express directly. She remembers what you say, compliments you, takes interest in your concerns, and tries to understand your life. If this happens, understand it clearly. She is not just talking to you, she is building a connection. The third sign is that she begins to include you in her loneliness. This is a sign that a woman only shows to someone she deeply trusts. An older or widowed woman usually hides her pain from the world. She does not share her loneliness with just anyone. But if she starts saying things like, "The house feels so empty now, I can't sleep at night. Sometimes I talk to myself. I feel lost when the holidays come around."